So if you're a new YouTuber, here's some information that I think is really important that you should know through experience, stuff that I've learned, stuff that I should have done, some stuff that I haven't done. This is going to be why I've quit YouTube and why I don't care anymore. I won't go as far as say don't care, but this is things that you should know, and let's just get into it. So for anyone who's interested in watching, I have been doing YouTube for about 5 years on this channel. Now, I remember when I first started, I was thinking, because my mate who helped me create, who sadly passed away since, he helped me create it. He encouraged me to do it because I know so much about movies. I know stuff about films that even I haven't seen. Do you know what I mean? Just got my brains full of trivia. I wish I knew other stuff, but that's all I know. And see all these people making YouTube videos, and I was like, I can do better than that. I can do better than that. Yeah. So when I started, I found out, which anyone who's just starting or anyone who doesn't know, you need 1,000 subscribers. You need 4,000 hours watched. How that works is that every video, every minute or every hour that someone watches it accumulates. And once you hit 4,000, you have to get that in a year. Now, once you hit that, you become monetized. And once you start monetized, you can actually start making money. And some people are actually doing this for a living, which to me sounds like a dream come true. Talking about movies and stuff, that's great. But when I first started, and if you look back at my Pulp Fiction video where I was about 5 stone lighter, you'll see that, well, you'll see what it was is I thought I will hit 1,000, but all the people I know and all the things that I know, I will hit 1,000 in a couple of days and get my hours. That's how good I am. That's all that. Well, I was wrong. Now, the bad things about things, this is what I've done wrong. This is where I went wrong, is that at first it was fun talking about movies, interacting. And I would say my videos and channel was doing well. I was getting 100 views per video, maybe sometimes 500. I remember I got 20,000 views on a Sean Connery video I did. I was like, I've gone and made it. But 4 years later, or is it 5 years now, that I am only 750 subscribers. I barely get anyone to watch my videos. It started getting depressing. And what I started to do was, this is where I need people to understand, especially if you're a new YouTuber. I started not having fun anymore. I was chasing the numbers. I was asking people, friends, and anyone who I came across, make sure you subscribe, yeah, and watch that. And everyone I was asking to subscribe, not necessarily love movies. They knew me and they liked me, so they did it. Or someone who just came across I'd say, yeah, make sure you subscribe. But the thing is, you need the people to subscribe who are interested in watching, not just friends just to make the numbers, because if they're not watching, it means nothing. Now, another thing I learned over the years, that subscribers are important, but the views are probably more important, the views and the likes. Now, you can say, all right, I've got 1,000 views, but if they've only watched about 10 seconds of it, it's not really that good. You know, I mean, look, anything's better than nothing. You know, if 1 million people watch 10 seconds of one video, it's good, and you accumulate your hours. But what happened was I bought all this equipment. I bought laptop. I bought these things to edit, and I even had fun. If you see some of my videos, I was changing my face and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and it was fun. But what happened was I was running out watching movies I wasn't that interested in, yeah, just to get the review out as quick as possible, because the faster you get the review out, the more people will see it, and I will start doing well. And I was running out, but watching these, as I said, these movies I wasn't that interested in, and I will watch them in my own time. But I was, no, got to get it out, got to run, see it, I don't care. Even if I was watching it in times I didn't have time for, I would do it and run home, record it, edit it, and nobody was watching. And I realized then that all the people that I told to subscribe, come on, make sure you subscribe, it was for nothing. Probably best to let it grow organically. Now, there's things that I found out as well, which I still haven't done, which I will after this video. if you're interested in knowing, if you don't already know, when you're creating the channel, there's settings and stuff that you probably should do with tags and stuff that you should put in your channel. Now, again, I'm not an expert, but I've been doing it long enough to know what you should be doing, what you shouldn't, what does help. If you're interested in knowing more about that, let me know in the comments, and I will make a video on the settings and what you should do when you create the channel. What I still haven't done, which I should, and I will after this, there's certain little things here and there, yes, no's, click box, putting tags into certain places, putting more things into the description that says more about your channel, so YouTube knows where to throw your videos and who you are and where it is. If you don't do that, it's kind of like an empty shell, and YouTube just kind of, it does help, but it doesn't do everything for you. So little things like that help. Now, again, I started chasing all these numbers, and I was getting 100 to 500 views to begin with, and it started going down and down and down and down, and it wasn't becoming fun anymore. And I was just chasing numbers more than usual and chasing hours and getting depressed about it. And I wasn't even the films that I wanted to see, I wasn't enjoying it. I was just, watch it now so I can get it out. And it made a difference. And then I was getting like 5 to 6. Now and again, I'd have a good hit and all that, but you get 5 or 6 views on a video, and it's quite deflating, you could say. You're like, I put all this work in, I ran out, I watched it, I reviewed it, I did the best I could, I put it out. Like, for people who are YouTubers, the editing can be grueling. Now, you see a 5-minute video and you think to yourself, oh, that was quick. No. That could have probably went on for about an hour, but you had to chop it all down to make it that, and then maybe throw some clips in and make an intro and an outro and all that. And we make mistakes when we're talking. We say, we start, we do this and that. We try to take all that out. It can take a while to do all that. And I remember when I first started doing these videos, it took me 12 hours to do the smallest thing. I did a Sean Connery video there a few years ago that took me nearly 3 weeks to do. Now, if I did it now, I'd probably a couple of days, because it was quite big. But back then, but even part of the fun, part of the learning. So in that sense, I've learned a lot with editing and all kinds of things. But when it comes to movies, it was just killing me. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I started getting, as I said, the numbers were just declining. How can I go from an average of 100, which still isn't the biggest scheme of things, ain't a lot, but how can I go from an average of 100 down to 6 people watching? Now, I joined maybe 200 Facebook movie groups. Every time I made a video, I would share it into every single one, and it used to take ages. It was grueling. It was painfully doing it. And half of them would kick me out, and some of them wouldn't let me in, but a lot of them did. And you're like, right, so how come people aren't even accidentally clicking on it? Do you know what I mean? Accidentally just clicking on it. It wasn't happening. So I started getting depressed. So I've decided, I've taken a big break. I literally quit, you could say. I took a big break. It's been a while. And I decided I've kind of missed certain things. I miss talking about movies, because I'm always talking about it in general to my mates and all that. And I miss talking about it, and I miss having fun with my mate Davey and Justin and D&J movie reviews and Cinema Chop Shop. Now, the good things I've learned since I started doing these videos is that I've learned how to edit really pretty good. I've learned how to make videos. I'm a bit more confident on camera. We're talking. I don't make as many mistakes. But the biggest thing that I've got out of all of this was I've made a lot of good friends, and including Cinema Chop Shop, and who's Davey from the 80s, Barely from the 80s, and D&J Movie Reviews, which is Justin and Darrell. Now, they ain't just friends anymore. They're actually really close friends. Me and Davey, I'll put the link in the description if he watches this, we've actually become really good friends. Yeah, obviously the movie thing kind of got us started talking, but we're to the point now where we call each other nearly every day. We speak all the time, and we message all the time. And then we're not always talking about movies. We talk about his life, his job, mine, what's going on, and how the dogs are, how's his dog, and, you know, just everything. We're always talking. So I consider him a really good friend now, not just someone I know, Now he's in the US and I'm in the UK, so we're always kind of battling over terminology and stuff. D&J movie reviews. If you go onto they're always reacting to stuff. Justin and Darrell. Now, one thing I will say about them is that they've become close friends. We're all in this group. We're all really good friends now. It's just we're just ripping on each other all the time, yeah. And if you watch their channel, they just mostly do reactions and they review everything, but they're actually as nice as they come across on the thing. They're actually like that in real life. There's no messing around. I mean, we all are, but they get excited over the smallest things, and they're actually so much fun to watch and even to talk to. It's just brilliant. One thing I miss talking about movies, and I miss doing videos with my friends. You know, I miss doing our debates or our arguments, our jokes, or, you know, reviews together. I mean, even though I've jumped on their channel now and again, you know, just for a quick thing, I miss doing it in general. I've just become so bitter, but I've missed everything. So I'm coming back now, but the difference is this time is that I'm not going to be sharing it into groups. I would love people to watch it and interact and all that, which would be great. But if they don't, it's okay now. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I don't want them to. It's okay now. I'm going to come back for myself, for fun, to talk with my friends, interact with everyone. Whoever is interested in watching the videos and comments below, I always comment back and we have a chat about whatever you want. I miss talking about certain movies. I miss talking about movies that I want to see or I have seen that I love. But I seem to be I was always chasing these. Now I will chase and watch movies, new ones, and I will throw them out. But if it's inconvenient for me to watch it, I'll do it when I can, and I will do it. And if anyone leaves a comment and says, "Oh, can you watch this and review it for me?" even if it's an old or new, I'll do it. It's fine because it's fun. I love doing stuff like that. You know, it's interesting when someone wants to actually know what I think, which is great. So from this point on, I am officially coming back. I'm going to make videos regular, and I'm going to do what I want, when I want. It's more for fun now. I've just realized chasing the numbers is impossible. So if you're a new YouTuber, do this for fun. If you hit the right place, if you hit the algorithm, then brilliant. If you don't expect to. Just have fun. Do it for fun because you want to do it. Do it for like I originally started out. Don't be telling people or asking people to subscribe to your channel if you know they're not going to watch or they're not that interested. Just because you think, well, I've got this X amount. If you think about it, at this point from the video, I've got about 750, probably less, subscribers. And I would say maybe less than 10% of those watch my videos. And I've got this thing, analytics and stuff like that. We all got a YouTube studio where we can check everything. Less than 5% of my subscribers watch any of my videos. So any videos that do well are from people outside who've just come across it and watched, you know? So from now on, it's just going to be because I want to do it. I want to have fun. And it sounds like I'm going to be, oh, he's not going to watch. I will be watching new movies. And it gives me purpose to watch them, you know, even if I want to badmouth them, do you know what I mean? But I'm going to start doing it and just for fun. And if you like the videos, please like and subscribe. If you don't, it's okay, you know. And if you want to join in the fun, please join in the fun. You know, me and Davey and Cinema Chop Shop and D&J movie reviews, we have a lot of fun. We go live now and again, which maybe 3 people watch, and there's probably Davey's wife and Justin's mum, you know what I mean, sort of thing. So, and a friend, someone else just supporting, you know, but we still have a lot of fun. So if you want to jump in and you want to see us do a live or be live, just jump in. If not, don't worry. But if you're interested in knowing any more about YouTube and how it works, or the settings when you start up a channel that you maybe haven't done right, and maybe you think you maybe have done them right, but you're not sure. If you really want me to do a video on that, and leave it in the comments and I'll run through and I'll show you the things that you probably should have done in your settings that I still haven't done, but I will. And there are also things that I didn't even know about hashtags. I did them, but not right. You're supposed to put tags in your videos. They didn't do those right. You're supposed to put better stuff in your description, like keywords. You're supposed to put in, like, if you're reviewing, we'll say, Spider-Man, you have to put in your description, put in keywords like, today I'm watching Spider-Man, I'm reviewing Spider-Man, da 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 da. And just a nice description. These are important for the algorithm. Believe it or not, it sounds what you're talking about. Yes, it's important. So those little things, if you're interested in knowing any little thing like that, stuff that I haven't been doing myself, which I'm still learning in some ways, let me know in the comments and I will do some more on that. And I will, because from this point on, I'm not sure if anyone's interested in that. So I'll just carry on as normal. But if you really are interested in knowing what I know, which isn't the greatest of everything, but what I know is true and what does help to a point, then let me know. Now, I know lots of people who are starting YouTube, they watch all these people on videos on how to make you go viral and all that, yeah? The problem with that is, and I'm not knocking any of them, and some of them I do like, the problem is that you hear so many different things. You know, someone says this, oh, I better do that, and then someone says the opposite, and then it's that someone says this and someone says that, and you're getting confused. You're doing all these things, and which I was doing, and some of them are right, some of them are wrong. The algorithm is always changing. Yeah, so whatever was right last year may not be right this year. But for now, I know what you should be putting in, little things like that. And if I can help, let me know. If anyone's even watching this, let me know. If not, look, I'm just going to start having fun like before. But from now and until next time,